Welcome to the Tribune Scouting Report. I'm Jennifer Fierro here at Mustang Stadium, home of the Marble Falls Mustangs. The Mustangs opened the season with a 30-16 win over San Marcos, but didn't play their very best game. We're going to talk to head coach Cord Woerner about that and then preview the Medina Valley game. We're also going to check in with our expert, Alan Roberts, and ask him his thoughts about the Mustangs this season. All that and more coming up on the Tribune Scouting Report right now.
Caring for you like family is not just our motto, it is our commitment to our patients. At Texas Hills Urgent Care Centers, our highly trained nurses, physicians, and staff know that your health and your family's health are important. With weekend and evening hours, Texas Hills Urgent Care Centers is here for all your family's health care needs, including treatment for illnesses, injuries, school and travel vaccinations, as well as many other services. Located on Highway 71 in Bee Cave and on Highway 281 in Marble Falls, convenient and professional medical care is just around the corner.
We're back. We want to thank you for joining us wherever and however you're able to. With me now, Cord Woerner, the head coach of the Mustangs. Coach, congratulations, a 30-16 win over San Marcos, the third straight season opener the Mustangs have won. How important is it, do you think, that you start off the season on a foot like that?
Just as important as it was 2 years ago when I told you. It's always important to get that first W under your belt, especially with this group of kids. They need that confidence.
We talked a little bit about the Mustangs after the ball game on Friday night. Since then, you've had the chance to look at the film. I think we said that the offense had the ball a total of maybe 10 plays in the first half, withstood about two different plays of 17, or two different drives of 17, 18 yards, turned San Marcos away. What were you more impressed with when you think about the first half? Was it the fact that your guys didn't give up any points then, when it looked like all of the momentum, San Marcos had every reason, it seemed like they had us on the ropes? What impressed you the most about your defense that first half?
Well, I mean, they did a good job of bending and not breaking. They really did. We got to find a way to bend, maybe not quite so much, but it's the first rattle out for a lot of these guys, and it just they came in with a very good game plan, and then they pounded the ball at us. We got upfield a little bit and got washed and created some lanes, and they did a good job of moving the chains. And there were several times, honestly, that we had them stopped, and we wound up getting an offsides penalty or something that kept their drive alive. So we did a lot of growing up that first half.
Did you change your offense at all from the first half to the second half, or we simply just didn't have the ball?
The only thing we did different was we got to take some snaps. No, we didn't. I mean, we knew or felt like that what we went into the game with was going to be good to us. We just needed to settle down and get the opportunity to do that. And even had a couple of setbacks on that opening drive coming out the second half, and they stayed calm and wound up getting a big first down and keeping the drive alive and scoring. I thought that was big also. Mm-hmm. Defense came back and shut her down, got the ball back, and we were able to kind of do what we had planned on doing.
We're going to switch gears, talk about Medina Valley now. I know you put San Marcos in the rearview mirror. I know the guys' focus is completely on Medina Valley. I had a chance to talk to a couple of them yesterday. They look forward to going into week 2 and really showing that they learned a lot from San Marcos. I know you've only seen the guys for one practice or one day. What do you think? What are some of the things you think they learned from San Marcos that they're going to apply this week?
Oh, heck. I hope we learned a whole bunch of stuff. The biggest thing is kind of being ready to go right off the bat. You can't wait around and get punched around a little bit and then always, have to come back. We need to come out swinging a little bit. We need to come out and take it to them as opposed to spending so much time settling into the game. And they'll be good with that.
You've had a chance now to put together a scouting report on Medina Valley. Tell us something about them offensively. I know that they beat Bernie High 38-35 on Friday night, so both teams are coming in with some confidence after winning their season openers.
Yeah, I mean, Medina Valley's got an incredible history and tradition of good football teams. I mean, the first coach I ever worked for back in '88, had just come from Medina Valley and went in state down there that year. And so Coach Emerson, who won state at Blanco, he is solid as they come, you know. So they're used to winning, and they, I'm sure, are not real happy with the results from our game here last year. So they're going to be ready for us. We're going to have to show up and be ready to play. They've got a good football team. They're solid. They run, you know, wing tee stuff, slot tee stuff. They're going to pound it at you. They're going to trap you. They're going to pull their guards and try to confuse you and try to make first downs, just like San Marcos did the other night.
Do you expect them to run? It sounds like they run some of the same schemes San Marcos did.
It's not the same schemes. It's similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quickly, defensively, what do you expect in Medina Valley to throw at your offense?
Well, you know, they've changed a little bit. Last year they were really in more of a 4-3 look, and they've kind of gone to a little more of a split look this year. I don't know whether that's personnel stuff or what it is. So it'll be a little different for us, but we've been working on that through the summer, so we'll be all right.
Last year, y'all were able to beat Medina Valley at home, and then you won 3 district games on the road. You said you wanted to be road warriors. What are you hoping to accomplish this week other than winning as you prepare now to go on the road for the first time in a real game?
Well, this is one of the longest, toughest trips. We're a long way away. It's a long ride on a bus. It's you know, the dressing facilities and so forth they're not air conditioned. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that our kids are going to have to overcome and be ready to play well. So if they can handle this road trip, they're going to be able to handle most of them.
Okay. Well, Coach, we appreciate it. All the best to you and the boys. We'll see you on Friday night at Medina Valley, and we'll be right back.
Spring and summer in Texas call for outdoor grilling with friends and family. At Bill Smith Butane, we take care of your fuel needs. Refill your propane bottles at one of our convenient locations and save big money on regular exchange prices. Bill Smith Butane.
We're back. Now we welcome in Alan Roberts, the Assistant Superintendent at Marble Falls Independent School District and the former principal at Marble Falls High School. Mr. Roberts, welcome to the show. We appreciate you fitting us in on a very busy Tuesday morning for you. You were at the game Friday night when Marble Falls took on San Marcos, won that game 30-16. Give me some of the thoughts of what you had following that game.
Well, I'm going to give you perspective as an old coach too.
Okay, great.
Absolutely. I was very excited. I knew going into the year and talking to some of the coaches that we were very young. And when I say young, I don't necessarily mean senior, junior, freshman, sophomore. I mean actually players playing those positions. And so I knew we were going to make some mistakes. And the exciting thing is that we played tremendous. We played full speed. We played 100%. We did some very fantastic things in talking to the coaches. But the good thing about it is there's also room for improvement. And those are the kind of films you always like to watch. The ones that you do well, you grind the ball out, you pass the ball, you play good, solid defense. But you can improve on your mistakes and get better. So I'm really excited for this season, and I think we came out enthusiastic, spirited, and accomplished the things the coaches wanted to accomplish.
You know, I've checked the demeanor of the players when they were shaking the hands of San Marcos, and I felt like they know already they played well enough to win, and that's about the best that they could do. Is this the kind of game that, as an old coach, you just salivate over because you know you won, but you still have enough ammunition there to get your guys refocused?
Oh, absolutely, and I think those are the best and the greatest games. Number one, we won. So we can go into that Saturday morning in that film room feeling good about ourselves. And those are the kind of things they look, this is what we did well. But if we even take this step and do this and execute this way, we could even be better. And so we had a building block, a thing that we could step up on and build on. And so, again, it's exciting, and I know the coaches were real pleased with the efforts.
You know, one of the things I think us as Mustang fans were concerned about was finding an every down receiver, just like David Morgan, what we've had the last 3 years, spoiled by his success and what he's done for Marble Falls. And yet, Ryan Garcia, who would have thought, a 44-yard reception, you know, that he just kept curving and curving and curving. They finally caught him inside the red zone. Do you think Ryan has the capability of filling that every down receiver position that we've been looking for and waiting for throughout the summer?
I think Ryan's got some great qualities. I think his quickness, I think his foot agility, his speed, his savvy. He's kind of got that football mentality. He's aggressive, and yet he's very smart and intelligent. And so I'm looking forward to, number one, our quarterback is experienced. And where David had youth throwing to him, now he's got an experienced quarterback that can help and direct those receivers. And the leadership of Ryan Garcia with those receivers and that receiving crew can make for a energetic and a great year, a great passing game. So I'm excited about that.
We always talk about offense. Obviously, you know, being an old safety from TCU, the offense gets the majority of the headlines. That's what people talk about the most. Give me some level on the defensive side, simply because San Marcos opened the game on an 18-play drive, got to the half-yard line, we're unable to score, we held them on downs, and then we turn around and San Marcos goes again on a 17-yard drive, and then we hold them on downs on our 15. What kind of mentality does it take for a defense to be able to bend and not break?
Well, and I think that is Coach Sparks and his staff and the players not getting down on themselves, and as we look and we make those adjustments, and I know we did a great job of scouting those teams, but we can make those adjustments, and we made those adjustments, believed in ourselves. So hats off to Coach Sparks and that defense, that front four, and the secondary for really coming on strong and playing well.
What do you think about Medina Valley this week? Any thoughts on them?
Yes, I think Medina Valley, and being the old coach I am, absolutely. I hear a lot of good things about Medina Valley. They've got a rich tradition of being in the playoffs and winning. And I know last year they came into our field thinking that they were going to beat us. And they came out a little bit embarrassed. I talked to those coaches after the game. And so a little bit of revenge factor on their part, plus their tradition and their speed that they have, going to make for a fantastic game for us.
Mr. Roberts, we appreciate it. We'll do this again.
All right, thanks.
And that'll be it for the Mustangs. Remember to come back each week for the Tribune Scouting Report.
We are established. We are qualified. We are certified. We are knowledgeable. We are dependable. We are Ken's Heating and Air. Our people make the difference.
One thing we can honestly say about this week's game between the Mustangs and Medina Valley is this. Neither team felt like they played their best in their season openers. We're going to find out which team was able to make the biggest leap from week 1 to week 2 on Friday night. The Mustangs will walk in with a big chip on their shoulders, but we're going to see if the conditions are going to favor the home team or if Marble Falls can overcome some of the small things that they take for granted here in the Hill Country. Make no mistake though, when it comes to the Mustangs, you can count on the Tribune Scouting Report to be right there. We look forward to seeing you. I'm Jennifer Fierro. We'll see you next week.